Hello, welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. This is a reading especially focused on the next 4 days. So it is a time-sensitive reading, although it is timeless. So 4 days counting from the day you get the reading. So these are your piles. You can choose with your zodiac sign, the tarot deck, or the significator card. The first pile, we have Virgo, Aries, Sagittarius, and Libra. Your card is Obelisk. It's the number 9. The second pile, we have the sign of Scorpio, Gemini, Leo, and Taurus. Your card is Sekhmet, number 11. The third pile is for Cancer, Capricorn, Pisces, and Aquarius. And your significator card is Min, number 15. Okay, so I'll see you in your chosen pile. Hello, if you've chosen pile number 1, these are going to be your next 4 days. So let's start with, okay. The first card right away. Wow, beautiful 3 of Cups celebration. It's a wonderful feeling. So the first day, second day is comprehension or understanding with the Knight of Cups. Source with the Ace of Wands and projections, the 7 of Cups. Okay, let's just put this a bit to the side. Okay, interesting. So I would like to start with your significator card. Your significator card, it suggests that courage is needed to face something and that you shouldn't be afraid to stand out, to emerge from something. There is a certain signal that is being emitted in this card for me, because around each point of the obelisk, you have these like energetic fields or sound fields that are being emitted. So I feel like you have to stand out, you have to move forward in the next days. And maybe what's interesting, and it might culminate in the third day, because we have 3 obelisks, right? And 9 divided by 3. So I feel like you are going to do something by the third day, and then you get the results on the 4th. This is something that is emerging from source. And so the natural order of this storyline is that right now you might have the opportunity to develop relationships with people who are like-minded with you. If so, you should get together. You should share. I feel like there's a sharing that's going to happen. It's going to make you understand something deeper about yourself. Maybe there's some sort of, because these are 2 cups, these are watery cards. I feel like there's some sort of notion or new idea, new emotional knowledge that is coming from sharing something with these people that you love. And from that will come a knowledge, a specific knowledge that I think will fuse together with something else that is coming from the inside. It's like something is calling you. Something from this meeting will call. It's like a call to adventure. It's going to call you forth. And on the third day, I feel like you're going to have the energy to move. It's like a burst of it. You will have a burst of energy. And with the projections here, I think you will understand something. And again, I feel like there's a meeting with someone again. But I think it's a different set of, it's a different energy. It's not the same. But I think you'll understand something very deep about yourself, because projections is about mirroring. It's about seeing ourselves in others and seeing something in others that will bring knowledge about something deeper about us. And because it's the Seven of Cups, it also implies a little bit of discerning or trying to kind of sense things, how things are. And I also feel like this is, on the third day, it's the beginning of something. And on the fourth day, something else starts. So I feel like in these next 4 days, the third day is very significant because it's the start of something else. So let's clarify. Consciousness, the Ace of Swords, Buddha. Interesting. Okay, I'll put these here. And politics or politician, Seven of Swords. So somebody in this first meeting will hint you at somebody else, and then you will have that understanding about that other person. Now that I see this, I feel like maybe on the fourth day, it's not like you are going to meet that person face to face. I feel like with all the sevens, there is some distance. But I think that this group of people is going to make you understand something about another person who is not present. Something that takes courage to face. I feel like it's something that will require you to have a lot of detachment, because that's also implied here with projections. I feel like there's a detachment. A detachment that will unmask someone or some situation. Then you have receptivity with the Queen of Cups. Okay. And morality, 2 queens. So I think this is about someone, a female energy in your life that is going to reveal herself in a different light for you, or you are going to reveal yourself to that person in a very different light. Someone is learning about someone else a lot these next 4 days, and these next 4 days are going to clarify so much for you. I feel like a lot of clarity is going to come, and that it's exactly that clarity, that emotional clarity about you, that will unlock a lot of energy. Like there's this wellspring of energy that is going to be available to you again. If you have the courage to, I actually think that this is you. You are going to show yourself. I think that this is you, yeah. And you are going to challenge other people's beliefs because of this revelation. The Lovers. Sorry. Oh, yeah. And transformation. So that's what I was saying. So the third day is actually the day when you feel the difference is substantial. 2 major arcana on the third day and Source, the Ace of Wands. So I really feel like this is like being struck by lightning, suddenly realizing something very deep, understanding exactly what choice you need to make and what are the implications of that choice. This is really good because I feel like you're resolute, like you are clear, being clear, making something very clear. Yes, making something clear to others and to yourself, and having a lot of peace, emotional peace. I feel like these days are going to be very pleasant. Okay. Innocence. Wow. So the third and the fourth day. Another pair of major arcana. So Innocence and the Rebel. This is the Sun card and the Emperor. So, I mean, you're going to understand something deep about a male energy in your life because you have the courage to reveal something about yourself. You are going to unmask something about yourself. It's like your energy is going to be available again. That's what I feel because of the Source opening up, this access to this deep, profound transformation, and also this ability to see someone else for who they really are, see them face to face as equals and as a clean mirror and not a black one or a tainted one. Seeing that person's energy very clearly, and also being available to, how do I say, it's about receptivity, but it's also about protecting and nurturing male energy. This is really okay. How can I explain this? So there is a femininity about you that is going to be understood and revealed towards others who might not really be receptive to it. They might be a little bit rigid. But the fact that you don't really care and that you just move with the energy, you let yourself be moved by a certain energy that frees you from the perceptions of others, of you. It's like you are not tied to that perception anymore, to that understanding about yourself. You create a new understanding about yourself. You are accessing the source of your own energy so that you can meet someone else face to face as an equal with your full power and glory, and It's something that is like coming back, going back to childhood. There's this sense of honesty and of like being bare, being naked, but in a good sense, right? Being revealed towards others in a way that it's innocent and pure, and that also brings a lot of your own power to the surface. It makes you feel more powerful and more available in every sense. There's an alchemy, an alchemical process in this situation. So these 4 days, you meet someone, you're going to meet people or a person. You are going to reveal something to that person because you are taking that thing from your awareness, from that profound place, and bringing it to the surface, revealing it, showing your emotional side. You're explaining your, I see you talking about your emotions and putting them out there. And it's like the news is spreading. It will meet, that message will meet people who will maybe not enjoy the news too much, but it doesn't affect you, because by the 3rd day you're very aligned with your will and you know exactly what to do, you know exactly what to change and what to transform. And then that allows for another energy to move into your life, to be nurtured by you. There's another phase that's coming on the 4th day. So first you meet people, the news is spreading, the energy is spreading. You might be communicating online too, because it's spreading very fast. And I feel like, yeah, maybe you're going to have instant feedback. Maybe it's very quick. Maybe that's why I'm saying online. And then you are available to be in a certain power. Maybe it's something, it might remind you of childhood, or maybe you're allowing yourself to be more playful. But it's also the case that, and free, playful and free. But it's also the case that this might be completely new. This might be a discovery. But it's essentially a product of a certain decluttering. And it's all because you were brave enough, the first energy here. You were brave enough to show yourself. You had the courage to show your emotions, to expose your full glory. And don't worry, because there might be people who won't like what you are exposing, but there are also many, many, many more who will absolutely love what you are doing. And this is also something that people will start to maybe even project on you, is that image of authority and knowledge that they also want for themselves. So it's like being an example, being the light for others, holding the torch for others, and releasing them and yourself from the shackles of whatever is holding them down. So being a good example, being a light, a source, a light source. So remember, for 1st day, 2nd day, 3rd day, and 4th day. Okay, thank you so much for this. If you enjoy this reading, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, like and share the video if it resonated with you. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, pile number 2. Let's see. Okay, already have a card here. The first day, the Four of Cups. If you want to see the card a little bit more close. The Four of Cups. The Knight of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Lovers. Very interesting. Okay, so let's start with the card Sekhmet. Number 11. It's more or less similar to the Strength card in the traditional deck, but the meaning is not exactly the same. But it is a lot about power. It's a little bit more violent and expressive than the traditional Strength card, which usually is sorry, more of a soft power, a gentle way of expressing resistance. Sekhmet is more violent, is a little bit more brash, more upfront. It might mean arguments or confrontations, something that emerges from feelings of rage. It is a card that's related to war. So, let's see. The Four of Cups. There is this feeling of despondency, of more like an apathy. This is the first day. So the first day, the second day, third day, and the fourth. So there's something here happening. There's something new happening for you with the Knight of Wands here. It is a fast-moving knight, usually a messenger of something. I feel like you are going to find someone, to meet someone on the 4th. I will clarify to see if it's related to the days before or if it's something completely new. But I feel like there's something you have to manage here with the Queen of Pentacles that maybe is boring you a little bit. There's this energy of like impatience. I feel like that's why Sekhmet is here. There's this impatience. Maybe you want to rush things and move forward. Maybe you're getting messages and you want to respond. Maybe you want to match someone's energy and you're not able yet because you're working more on yourself. I feel like there's this blockage here with the connection. But let's see. What are the clarifiers? The Knight of Cups. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you're not available to someone, or that person is not available for you, and that's frustrating. I feel like you are a bit angry at that person. I don't think that it's the reverse. I feel like it's you are angry and it's making you turn to apathy maybe, or not wanting to resort to, I wouldn't say violence, but aggression, even if it's just like verbal or expressing your frustration in a very aggressive way. And I think it's turning you more into this apathy or despondency. And yeah, the Moon card. Yep. With the Knight of Wands and the Hermit. So yeah, so second day, I feel like you're going to feel frustrated with there's something that's not coming through. There's a communication, there's this feeling of isolation. It's not pleasant. Star. Let me just put this like this. The Star and the Eight of Swords. So yeah, I feel like you're working more on yourself. By the third day, I feel this energy of more grounding more in your own experience and understanding things about yourself and about what you want. The Two of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So yeah, I feel like by the fourth day you'll feel there's a renewal in the energy, and maybe you'll feel at peace. You'll feel more at peace, first of all with yourself, because there's this grounding element here with the Queen of Pentacles. There's this, it's not self-centeredness, but it's more awareness, self-awareness, awareness of where you are and what you have, having a very, very good understanding of your particular context, your specific situation, and moving forward with that inner light that is shining. I feel like there's this movement here from, there's a turning away from the moon, turning inward, discovering something in yourself. Although it's a connection to the stars, it's your own connection to your hopes, your dreams, your desires, your highest ideals, the best outcome possible. And that will allow you to navigate blindfolded and to trust. They are both blindfolded. They are trusting. They are allowing things to happen. And I feel like this is the thing that has to happen so that you can reconnect. It can be with a situation. You can be going back to work or signing something with someone and trusting that it's going to be okay. You made the right decision. You have studied. You have grounded yourself. You understand what you're doing very well. You know the territory, although you were lost, but you made that effort and that work to have that faith in things and in life so that you can be guided. And that is going to start something completely new, maybe even a new relationship. I don't know why I said relationships. Maybe it's more than one relationship that is being evaluated, and I feel like this is where you are at right now. And I think it's because of feelings from the past that are maybe unresolved. Maybe there's resentment, there's something that's not fair for you. With the Two of Swords here, that's also the case, that maybe you are only available to have the healthy, grounded, and understanding talk, that peaceful, talk, that way of non-aggression, just talking about things in a peaceful manner. Maybe that is going to happen by the fourth day, not right away. Maybe this apathy is just a way for life to make you stop a little bit and wonder more, wonder in your mind, and wonder maybe in a physical way also. This is also telling me that it might be good for you to walk, to move, to have some sort of movement that will maybe make energy, put the energy to work, and even if you're just walking in your neighborhood or walking nearby, and you let yourself be guided and let your gaze be guided by spirit, and the messages and signs will come. I feel like this is also something very important here for your own grounding and understanding. Maybe you can write your dreams down and write your perceptions after you walk, or take your little notebook and write, go outside and to a coffee shop or a garden or somewhere and write things down. I'm saying this because you shouldn't be in the same place where you keep feeling the same things. Maybe it's good for you to face some sort of resistance and move, break out of that energy, move a little bit, maybe travel if you can, but if it's just a little walk, that's fine. And I think by the third day, you'll be very much aware of what you want to do. You'll be much more grounded in your own experience, in your own thoughts, and you won't be so confused, or at least affected by other people's negativity too, because I feel like there's the Four of Cups, sometimes to me at least, is many times the card of the person who is empathic, and it keeps soaking and absorbing other people's energy, especially negative energy. And if you're not feeling particularly good, it's harder to kind of separate the wheat from the chaff and understand what is yours and what is not. And I feel like that's also creating a lot of extra pressure. There's this extra weight, extra power that is making you uncomfortable, and maybe it's like you want to break free, but it's impulsive, it's not well thought out, and it might even be inconsiderate here with the Knight of Wands. So if you have more knowledge and wisdom about who you are and where you want to go, where is this light taking me? Is this light that I'm trying to shine upon this path, is it coming from my North Star? Is it true? Is it my inner guidance? Is it my own knowledge? Or is it being affected by other people's, negative self-talk and maybe low self-esteem? Yeah, so these next 4 days are the days where you are going to detach yourself from drama in your environment, people near you. And I think that this might clarify a lot of things also about yourself, understanding why these people are affecting you. And this is why this energy of being more pragmatic and more down to earth is the most beneficial, is the wisest step here. After you take that step to retreat and not engage in battle with others, because that will just perpetuate this aggression cycle. And when you have this space, you will have this space by the third day. You'll have more time for you. You can rest and recuperate and understand where you want to go, and match someone else's energy, but in a very beautiful way, in a truthful way, wholesome way, and in a way that keeps everyone's faith and hope in the best outcome possible alive. It's really interesting reading and very mature way to look at relationships and connections to others and to self. So thank you so much for this. If you also enjoy this reading, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like and share the video if it resonated with you. And I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye! Hello, pile number 3. Let's see, what do we have for the next 4 days for you? So first day, 7 of Swords. It's hard to see. Okay. 7 of Swords, Moon in Aquarius. Oh, we're out of focus today. The Princess of Discs or the Page of Discs. Okay, this one. The 3 of Cups with Abundance. And the Hangman. Okay, interesting. I will start with your significator card. I had to cover it. So Min is more or less the equivalent to the Devil card, and it's a card of temptation. It's has a little bit of a negative connotation, and I feel like you are going to be tempted to do something that you know is not right, but you are now changing your opinion about what to do. And I think you are, wow, sorry for the noise. I think you are more so, there's this feeling of being self-reliant here. But there's also, I feel like there's also something with your body that is getting better, and it's making you more, it's making you stronger and less susceptible, less vulnerable, I would say, to certain waste of energy. Because, you know, the Devil card and Min, it brings up a lot of issues related to sexuality, because it's about instinct and impulses, let's say, uncontrolled impulses. Of course, that's why the Devil is related to addictions too, or to slavery, to being stuck in something. That might be the case, that you are feeling like you are stuck. But I feel like this is hinting to me that you are maybe feeling, there's some aspect of like sexuality here, vulnerability. It's very interesting. But there are other things that are coming up too. So let's clarify so that we can, this card wanted to come out. So, okay, 7, another 7, 7, 7. This is interesting. And this is, I'm sorry, I have to check the translation. So just give me a moment. So, yeah, this is exactly failure. And it's a Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. So this is really also matching this energy. Something is going to change about this feeling like something is bothering you, something is failing you, or that you have failed in something. There's this, it's not exactly defeat, but it's more like listening to rumors that are negative, or listening to voices that shouldn't be listened to. Okay, Ace of Wands. I feel like there's this interference energy, but let's see. Okay, Eight of Wands. Second Eight of Wands. The Prince of Cups. The Knight of Wands. I'm going to push this like this to the side. The Queen of Pentacles. That's more like it, right? Oh, these two came together. Death card. And, finally, so this is the storyline here. So by the end of this short period of time, so the fourth day, I feel like there's a liberation for sure of an energy here. I feel like it's there's a physicality to this, so it might be the case that if you're a female, something in your menstrual cycle is coming to, there's a very important point in your menstrual cycle that is going to express itself 4 days from now. So there is something there. There's something with the feminine energy, something with the fertility aspect, the ability to create. But if that's not the case, and if it's something else, I feel like there's an interference here. Something is interfering with your ability to create. Actually, I feel like it's someone. Someone is, I feel like it's gossip or something. And it's affecting your vitality. Someone is projecting a wrong image of you and it's draining your vitality. And by the second day, the energy is going to change a little bit because you are not going to be, I think it's going to be really good. So second day of this cycle, this might be today. It's possible that it's today. Second day is going to be better. Something's going to change very drastically. It's not only quick, it's very drastic. It's a completely new energy with the Prince of Cups here. Maybe you will feel like you can share, you can be yourself, you can create art, or you can express something that's very true and very deep and very beautiful and sweet, because the Princess of Pentacles, she's pregnant. So I feel like she's working on herself. It's like she's working in silence, like pregnancy, right? So much is happening when life is being generated in the womb. So much is happening and so fast. But at the same time, it's like she's just standing there. She's passive, but she's working a lot. So it's a specific type of work that it requires a lot of information. It's like a massive amount of information that is being generated and downloaded at the same time. And to me, the Eight of Wands is also about that. It's not only, sometimes it's not only like a short message that you get or communication. Sometimes it's like massive amounts of energy or of information that is being received and downloaded. So like all the colors of the rainbow. This is Mercury in Sagittarius. It's so big. The ruling planet of Sagittarius is Jupiter, one of the ruling planets, and it's a big planet. It's the planet of big things, of like generosity, magnanimity, of sharing, of bounty, of having a lot, and it's a big planet. So I feel like tomorrow or on the second day you are going to receive and transmit, express, let's say, massive amounts of information that are going to be crucial for the next stage. And what's interesting here is like with this Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands here, it's like something is starting now. It's like this, there's this spark, there's this hint that is coming now. Maybe it's this reading, or maybe it's just that there's this irritation or annoyance, or this something in your body that is bothering you, or like a niche, like a nervousness or anxiousness. There's this energy that wants to come out and can't, because it's kind of, it gets like discombobulated. Yeah, it's like it's falling apart, and it's not something that can be rationalized. But then by the third day you understand, it's like you get a grasp of the total energy. You get a grasp of how you can apply these emotions in a more rational way. This is Mercury in Cancer, and I feel like it's like knowing your emotions very well, understanding your emotions and knowing how to apply them in a way that they're creating even more bounty, even more. So it's like the Two of Cups is joined and it creates the third cup, and it's like creating more emotions, and more, maybe creating more art, maybe how to apply your talents. Yeah, I think by the third day you will know how to apply your talents, specific talents, in a very specific way, because you're going, and it's very specific because this is needed, but it's also the case that you have a bigger picture. You know what to do, you know where to go, and you know how to be, to create this life that you want, or this thing that you want, because you have a bigger picture. She's looking at the landscape, and she's knowing and enjoying how much she has, and she's just like enjoying the fruits of what she has. I feel like it's also connected to a lot of self-confidence, self-esteem, so being very sure of yourself. And that's not the case now. I feel like on the third day is when you are going to be really sure of what you want and where you want to go. And the fourth day is the day where you have all these major arcana. So the fourth day is when you will actually put these into action. You will release this feeling of limitation, because you will know yourself more. You will have a completely different perspective on whatever this situation is on the fourth day. With the Hangman here, I really feel like you're going to understand the order of things. It's like going to a new country. This isn't just an example. It's like going to a new country to live there, and just being overwhelmed and not understanding the language, not understanding anything that's happening around you, because, all the social cues are different. It's not only the language, it's all the patterns of behavior are different, the sounds are different, the smells are different. So all the physicality, the reality of the experience is just so different. All this, it's like a massive download of energy and information suddenly, and your body is very overwhelmed. And then by the third day, it might be also the case that by the third day you kind of connect to someone who can guide you, who can it takes you, someone that takes you somewhere where it's like the top of a building or the top of a mountain where you can see the whole thing, and it's like a map that is unfolding. And then you see, oh, so that's where the hotel is. Oh, so that's where like my job is. Oh, fantastic, that's where the metro station, or the, you know, that's where the cafe I want to go is. And like you see, you have this bird's eye view, and you see how much you can enjoy and how much you have to just enjoy, how much the experience can be enjoyed, how much of the experience you can soak in. And then you can surrender yourself to the changes, surrender yourself to the difference, and not be so strict, not be so confined in your own limitations. And this is by the fourth day where you really can, it's like your boundaries, not your healthy boundaries, but it's like your limitations, the frontier of your perception and of the limits of your cognitive abilities start to wobble, and they start to be permeable to things that you are not yet capable of understanding. I hope I was clear. It might even be the case with the Death card and the Hangman that you will start getting some information from beyond the veil, maybe from ancestors, or realizing that this new space has ancestry, that you have ancestry there, whatever it is, or something about your ancestors, like on the fourth day, something special. There's also another message here, especially on the fourth day, that might be for some of you. There's certainly a release of burdens, of something that is too much to carry. And one of the things that this might mean is that you should rest. That on the fourth day, you should give yourself a break and rest and recuperate, and not want to keep at it. Like, this is really intense and good. I think it's pleasurable. It's something that will give you a lot of pleasure. You're working at something. And for me also, the Page of Pentacles, many times, specifically this Thoth deck card, it means that a lot of things are working beneath the surface. It's not seen. You see, she's looking down, and there's light here. The light source is down, and the scepter, instead of being facing up like in the Queen of Pentacles and resting on her hand, she's like more, to me, she's more actively pointing the scepter towards something. So she's working a lot, although she looks very static and stable. But I feel like that's the meaning of these cards. That a lot of work is being done. A lot of natural processes are occurring as she is pregnant. But it's not something that is seen by others. It's very productive. It's extremely productive. It's the effort that needs to be there, and it's something that has a lot of information. That's why I really feel like second day is a lot of information, a lot of feelings, a lot of expression, a lot of things happening beneath the surface. It's not necessarily something that is visible to others. The third day, I feel like there's more connection, there's a more understanding, more of a rationale about what happened before and your expression, your natural way of expressing. There's an enjoyment there, there's a sense of direction. But then in the fourth day, it might be the time to rest. If that applies to you, the fourth day might be more appropriate for you to rest, because with the 10 of wands here, this is also a sign of a burden that's too heavy to carry. And with the death card and the surrender of the hangman, I really feel like this might be an advice for you to conserve your energy, to protect your energy also. I feel like these days there's a lot happening that's just beneath the surface, for sure, for you. But don't think that just because other people can't see it, that it's not work and that it's not valuable. It's very grounding and it's very fundamental to you. It's very important to you. It's enjoying. Actually, I think you are enjoying this tremendously, even if it's not something that is seen by others, or if it's not immediately apparent to others. Okay, beautiful reading. Thank you so much for this. If you also like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And like and share the video if it resonated with you. I hope to see you again very soon.